Yassas! Today is a rainy day and we're gonna do something Greek, something I love to do. Moussaka, no, it's moussaka. There's quite a lot of ingredients on this one, so let's go step by step. What you need is zucchini, one nice big one, 1.5, one great eggplant. You need 2 potatoes. I have 3 here because that's what I've left over, so why not? And thyme. Beautiful. Pepper, salt, and extra virgin olive oil. So let's start. Cutting our potatoes into rounds, just like that. Don't make them too thick, don't make them too thin, just make them right. All right. And go with the olive oil, extra virgin. Okay, now you throw your potatoes in there, just like so, with the onions. And now I'm gonna add some thyme, abundantly, thyme, fresh thyme. Mix it with your hands nicely. So of course you're gonna have oily hands. You can use some gloves if you want. We take this and we put it in our form, in our baking form. And then, of course, not before finished, we're gonna add some salt. There you go. Also there you have a choice how much you want, and pepper. And I just leave that on top because everything is gonna be mixed nicely. All right, so this is how it's gonna look. And we go on with our mission. So now this one, you're gonna put 20 minutes at 200-degree upper heat in your oven. 20 minutes, no longer, no shorter. Okay, so these are our potatoes after 20 minutes. And the next thing we're gonna do is take our eggplant, cut it, and do exactly the same procedure. In nice circles. I mix some small, I mix some large, whatever I had available, it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna lay our eggplant in there. Le melanzane. Here are our eggplants, again, 20 minutes, upper heat at 200 degrees. Okay, same process, we take our zucchinis, I already cut them. Again, our thyme, we do the pepper just like before, and the salt. No difference, just a different vegetable. Okay. All right, so we heat up our frying pan here. Next thing is the fun part. We're gonna do our beef sauce. In goes 1 whole red onion and 1 garlic clove, a big one if possible. Tomato paste, whoop, there we go. And put that inside with our onion and garlic, just like this. We're gonna add some cinnamon. Now, measurement, I don't know. I put quite a lot because I like it. It gives it a unique taste. And I also add some cumin. Cumin is normally not required, but I think it's nice and I like it. Let's add our meat. This here is 500 grams. Mix this meat nicely. Okay, so I added a whole can of peeled tomatoes, but you can use any tomato sauce if you want something from, you know, those ready to go Napoli sauces, or you want to cook your own tomato sauce, up to you. So we're gonna just cook that until it's ready and nice and has absorbed all the liquid that it needs to absorb. Okay. All right, this is the consistencies we want. We have cooked this for quite a while to combine the flavors, and now I'm gonna shut it off and put it on into a bowl. Now we're gonna do the most tricky part, and that's our bechamel sauce. As you know, cold roux, hot milk, hot roux, cold milk. I will do a cold roux and then trifle the hot milk inside and slowly combine it. Now, it is extremely important that you have the exact right measures. 2 ounces of butter, this is organic, non-salted butter, and you have to have 3 ounces of good organic if possible, all-purpose flour. So now, in the meantime, I started heating our milk here and wait until that gets hot. So we have to wait for a moment before we start our roux, because we don't want to have a roux that is in there too long. It should not be burned, it should not turn brown before we put the milk inside. Now we're going to melt this butter. So now you see it melting, melting, melting. Careful. You want it clarified, but you don't want it brown. In goes the flour. And here we're going to make our roux. Twirl it, twirl it, twirl it. Keep on going. Keep going. Don't worry about the lumps. They're normal. We're going to slowly, and you have to do this step by step. We're going to add our milk. Okay. Here we go. Slowly, slowly. Now, let's use this. It's messy, but it's good. Now, add more milk. All right. You do this as you wish. This is not under no heat right now. If we need to thicken it later, we're going to put up some heat. Now you can see that this sauce is already getting thicker, thicker. You have to be with it. You have to turn, turn, turn. Okay, now you see it's smooth. My wife did it again. Here, nutmeg, 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 as much as you like. All right, nutmeg in there. Now, keep it on the cool side. Do not heat it up. I now temporarily use a little bit of milk. Up to you. Just make it creamy. Okay, now we're gonna put some pecorino. People use Parmesan. I use pecorino. Now I add a little bit more milk. Just a little bit. You have to do that, play it by ear, like we say, to see how much you really need. But this is now a smooth, smooth, smooth sauce. Now we're gonna let it cool a while. Look how smooth this is. This is a nice bechamel. This is perfect. If you want to add some more milk, you can do that. However, I think we're done. So, and now we're gonna add 2 egg yolks. Poof. That is not cold from the original recipe, but you smoothen it in, smoothen it in, smoothen it in. You see how nice this is getting, very silky, very, very silky. I'll show you here. And that's the way it has to be. Now we're ready to finish our moussaka. All right, let's take our wonderful meat. Now we're gonna start distributing this on top. Let's cover it all, cover it all. Now that we have the meat, we're gonna go and get our bechamel. Distribute that everywhere. And now comes the final touch. Take some Parmesan Reggiano. This here is 80 grams. And I abundantly spread it all over. Okay, here it is. We're gonna put this in the oven for 30 minutes, 25 minutes, 35 minutes. That's really up to you. When it crusts well, then it's time to take it out. Let's put it in the oven. Okay. Well, this is our moussaka. Finished. Finished. But hey, don't get too excited. Not ready to eat. 1 hour cooling down, and then we will slice it and get to the fun part. Okay. 35 years, 40 years, I eat this. If I would have Retsina, a lot of people are gonna go, Retsina. Yeah, I would have Retsina right here, but we don't, but okay. So we settle. Look at this. Yummy. Thank you, Greece, for giving us this recipe. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Gala. Okay, Efaristo, and take care to the next time. Swiss chef, this time a bit Greek. Cheers.